gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You 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 gotta top it lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole 10 get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 We go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Lifestyle. Gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 Gotta top it lifestyle, give life.
Muted. I am muted. I'm so sorry. Listen, we want to welcome you guys here today to Tava Speaks. This is your boy Kevin Harris. Look, all the way in Jamaica. When I tell you everybody's checking in, everybody's excited here. I'm excited to see all the distributors that show up. Everybody is having a good time. Some people are even on the beach right now. They will not come up and register. So I just send Tony Fleming and Megan down there and say, look, get everybody off the beach so they can get registered so we can get them checked into their hotels. So they are enjoying the sand, they're enjoying the festivities. They also are enjoying the rum punch. It's rum punch at registration with music playing. So everybody's having a great time. Let's see who's on here today. Let's see if you all are having a great time wherever you are, but you should be here. You should be here. Next year, you all don't want to miss it. Lachelle told me yesterday that, Kevin, we need to plan something even bigger and better. And guess what? We're already working on it. So make sure that you're in Dallas. Make sure you're coming to the event in October. Man, Tava, you guys are doing it. So just super proud of each and every one of y'all. But look who we have on here today. Dr. Cheryl Tolliver, I see you. Sonya, how you doing? Charlene Thomas. Did you all hear Charlene Thomas last night, man? What an amazing interview. What a great human being. Charlene, love you, girl. Good to see you on here today. Look, Dory on purpose. What's going on, Dory? What's going on tomorrow, Bird? Columbus, Ohio. I just met some people from Ohio here, from Dayton, here at the hotel. They just checked in here on the resort. Who else we have on here? Tamara Bird, I see you. Diane, Alex, I see you. B, I see you. You guys come on in. Diana, look, everybody is joining in to the show today. What's up, Angela Dukes? Glad to have you on here. Hello, how are you? Tay Lang, Michelle, I see you. Hello, how are you? Look, I'm on a stable internet today. I cannot believe I'm on a stable internet today, okay? What's up? I see everybody chiming in. But look, we're going to go ahead and get it kicked off here today because guess what? I need to get back to everybody that's checking in here at the resort. So, but listen, you know, we wanted to come on today and, you know, really let you guys know that it is happening here in Tava. The things that are being worked on behind the scenes are really going to take your business to the next level. You know, I was speaking with Mr. Lloyd this morning, and, you know, he asked a question. He wanted to know, how did I feel about what was taking place and the things that are being worked on? And, you know, I'll just say this to you guys. We had a great conversation about it, but here's what I'm going to say to each and every one of you all. yes, we got started a little over 2 years ago, but just to see his vision and Shantae's vision birth, it's really meant a lot, for each and one of you all. It's not about us. And you guys are vision carriers, and you're carrying out that vision by sharing the products, and your lifestyles are changing every single week. You're being elevated, you're being put on platforms that you never thought that you would be put on. And it's happening for a lot of you all. It's happening whether you're retailing $50 a week, $100 a week, or if you're building a business. And that's what's so exciting. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to see new people being elevated. You're going to have your people who've done well in the industry, but it's the new people that are feeling safe here. And that was the vision they created, where people can have a safe haven here at Tava. So that's really what it's about. And you're going to hear from two individuals here today that are doing the same thing. They're vision carriers for many of you all here today. And then we have some newcomers that you all are going to see today as well. But before we get it kicked off, I have to make the announcement. I heard Lachelle talk about it. Look, man, it is hot. I am hot. I need AC in here or something. I'm about to burn up. So, but listen, we have LaCour Laboratories coming up. You do not want to miss the LaCour event that's taking place. The entire corporate staff is going to be on hand. Okay. You're going to have LaTanya Rockmore in the house, also Jaylene Mack and Lachelle Pierre. And then you're going to have Kenny and Shantae Lloyd as well. It's a masterclass. Okay. But here's what I'm going to say. It's not going to just be your regular training. It's going to be an how-to training. How do you need to move your business? What are some of the things that you need to be doing? Also, I'm going to tell you there are things that are going to be announced at that event as well. I got to tell you, you got to get there. Please get there. Get your tickets. Tickets are available right now on tavaevent.com, not with an S. I've been telling everybody with an S, so it's tavaevent.com. So make sure that you go grab your tickets right now. All right. Then also coming up in Baton Rouge, Nicole and Tim Shelton, correct me, please. The Shelton family, Ashlyn and Alyssa, Lachelle and I will be down in Baton Rouge on May 15th. Purchase your tickets. If you're anywhere in the area of Baton Rouge, you want to bring guests. They told me that they are almost at capacity of selling out. So make sure that you're at that event as well, supporting that event. And we will definitely be there. And I'm all about the food. So make sure, Shelton, that y'all show out on Friday night with that food. Okay. All right. Because I cannot wait to get down there and fellowship with you guys. Okay. So make sure that you purchase your tickets for that event, and please bring a guest. All right. So listen, also, we had a promo yesterday. We had the 30 count Basia tea, but then we came back and said, you know what? We're going to do it bigger and better. Bigger and better. You all showed out yesterday, but we wanted to show out and show up for you today. So guess what? We're going to do 60 count, buy one, get one free. 60 count, buy one, get one free. When I tell you, you all should be sampling like no other right now, especially for the people who are coming to Jamaica. You better sample. You better start sampling here in Jamaica. Sample. Okay. So we're going to show you guys next week on a special training how to actually break those bags of tea down so you can retail them to make it make sense for you. I know a lot of you all know how to do it. Like, Kevin, what are you talking about? But no, we have people that just joined yesterday, today, last week, last month, and we want to make sure that they know too. All right. So make sure that you go get your BOGO on the 60 count Basia Detox tea, because just like yesterday, it only lasted for a short period of time. So it's only going to last a short period of time. I don't know if it'll go past today. Lachelle, you better shoot me a text. Let me know if it should go past today. I don't know what you set the system up to do, or if you shut it off at 6 p.m. today. So I'm not sure, because Lachelle didn't tell me. And but make sure you go and make it happen and get your 60 count. But listen, I want to go ahead and get it kicked off today. We will not be before you long today. I had an opportunity to meet this young lady. Hadn't met her in person yet, but I told her when I get back to Atlanta, I'm coming to her shop over in Tucker. I believe she told me it was over in Tucker. No, I'm not coming to get a haircut. Maybe she can, trim up the goatee a little bit, but that's none other than Miss Sonya Lloyd. Hey, Sonya, how are you today?
Hey, Kevin, how you doing? I'm doing amazing.
Oh man, look, you all tied up and neat, and I like that. So just
Look, I don't know about that, but thank you for having me on today. I
well,
appreciate
look,
it.
we are glad to have you on here today. But you and I start talking about, I guess, about 2 months ago, right? And
Right,
you've been a part of Tava since the beginning, and you actually, just tried the product a little bit, but
right.
now something just switched where you're actually building a business, and we're gonna get into all that, right?
Okay.
So, tell everybody what you do there in the ATL.
I have been a hairstylist for about almost 30 years. Um, I love it. I have amazing, amazing, amazing clients. So I've been really blessed to just do what I love, every day for almost 30 years. So this has been what I love. This has been my passion. And then I heard about Tava. So that's something else that just finally it just lit me up, and I'm so excited to just be on board the arc. I'm learning all the Taba lingo. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, it's definitely an arc, and we're so glad. And I'm sorry about the background noise. Y'all know I'm on a resort. Rocky, don't kill me. So that's a truck pulling up. So they got me in the closet. I told you here on Tava Speaks today. But listen, Sonya, we always ask that question. We do it on Lachelle's show, and we do it here as well. The product. I want you to talk about the products here. How the products have been treating you, and what's been your experience with the product.
Okay, so the tea is amazing. So for myself, I've never had problems like gaining weight. I will say when I went into quarantine and everything was shut down, I gained 12 pounds. 12. And people that know me know that I've always worked out, I've always been active. And so I tried the tea the first time. It was a fail because I wasn't drinking water. So it was not, it was like, okay, what's going on? I did it the second time. I was drinking my water, and I mean, instantly, I could tell. I got on the scale. I've already lost 7 pounds. Seven
Wow.
pounds. 7 pounds. And, you know, I wasn't a firm believer because it's like I wasn't doing it for weight. For me, I've been a health conscious person. So it was more like just the thought of cleansing my body of just toxins. So, yeah, I love the tea. The tea is amazing. My favorite actually is the Bacia ballet. No, it's the ballet.
LA.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I'm still learning the products. The
Yep.
ballet by far is my favorite.
So
Um,
why is that? Why is that?
well,
Because they got me in there pouring up valet right now. The
oh,
staff that's working at the resort. They're like, what is that bottle? What's in that bottle? I say, you all want something? It's about 9 girls in there, and I just start pouring up valet. So they want the product down here in Jamaica too. So tell everybody
let,
why you like valet.
let me tell you about this ballet. So, for those out there that are going through the change, I'm going through the change. So I was in denial at first. I'm going through the change. I'm very in tune to my body. And I just realized like I'm having all these, everything is a little off. My energy level was low. And I went to the doctor like in February, this my annual, and I was, that was one of my questions, like, what's going on? I just have no energy. Long story short, I started drinking the ballet, and when I tell you, I mean, I feel alive again. I feel like myself. And so the valet has definitely been my go-to. I have it right here at work so that I don't forget to drink it. Just a cup full and I'm good. So I feel like I'm ready. And
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
it just gives me everything I need. So the valet, yeah, that's my favorite.
yeah.
Um,
You and everybody else, you see that if you saw the chats lighting up, everybody's talking about the valet 30. It's they've been on us about, hey, it's hard to travel with the valet 30. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that in the last 30 days. So I don't know.
yeah,
Y'all may say soon. I don't know. So maybe, but here's what you need to do to travel with it. Go to Walgreens right now and just put it in the little travel containers. That's how I came
Right.
down to Jamaica with mine. So that'll get you free, okay? Up until do about 8 of them. You'll be fine. Depends on how long you travel for, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Don't leave home without that. Seriously.
you cannot leave home without it. But listen, Sonya, let's talk about the business side. You did a launch call the other night, and you had probably about 24 people on there, and you
Yeah.
started to enroll people, and you came in with that $1,200 pack, and you've had people to come in with the $1,200 pack. And I know when I said, "Hey, Sonya, we're gonna enroll them for $1,200," you didn't quite understand it, but now it's starting to show up in that check. So, why is it important for people to come in? I don't want to call it the larger pack. I call it the belief pack. Why is it so important for people to come in with that package?
Oh my goodness. If you want to reap all the benefits. You want to reap every benefit. And if this is something that you're looking at from a business standpoint, then the 1,200 pack is a no-brainer. I mean, and it's going to, when you invest in something, when you invest in your business, you're investing in yourself. And so
That's right.
to get a better return, you're going to have to spend a little bit more. So I
That's
will
right.
say initially, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So, for me, when I truly commit to something, I'm all in. And so just building my team and just staying on top of them and being in communication, being intentional, it's been really important for me so that we build and everybody succeeds. But
That's
yeah,
right.
come in. The $1,200 pack is the pack you want to come in at. And ultimately you have to come in what's comfortable for you. But yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It just made sense for me.
Yeah. And that 20% payout in the binary doesn't hurt either. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I look, I'm binary qualified. So
That's
I am
right. Y'all,
so excited. Yeah.
well, y'all show some love being binary qualified because you did it in 24 hours and, it's still growing. And, we know we're going to see some big things, from you. So, but listen, Sonya, I'm going to let you go. I know you
Okay.
have to get back. And I want you to know we appreciate you. When I get back to Atlanta, I'm coming over there and get
Come
to go
see
teach.
me.
I'm coming.
Come.
Okay. All right.
All
So
right.
thank
Thanks
you.
for having
Thank
me. Thanks for having
No
me,
problem.
Kevin.
Thank you so much. All right. So, but listen, y'all just heard from Sonya Lloyd. You all are going to see some big things out of her. That's right, Emma. The $1,200 is the pack to come in with. You're absolutely right because I drilled that into you, Miss Emma. Okay. So, but listen, we're going to keep it going. Thank you. Like I said, Sonya. Also, we have this gentleman right now. He is in sunny Jamaica. And he's on his way to the resort right now. He and his wife got here on yesterday. That's none other than Mr. Paul Moore. How are you, Paul?
I'm great, Mr. Harris. Can you hear me, sir?
Man, I can hear you loud and clear, man. I can hear you, man. Where are you located
Thank
right
you.
now, man? How you feeling?
We're actually located in a house that I found that is about 15, 20 minutes away from the resort because we brought our mother and our daughter with us so they can have a vacation. Because actually, me and Nina's birthday is May 3rd, and Paige and I's birthday is May the 5th. So, thank you
Okay.
so much, Mike.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, man. Listen, Paul, man. Congratulations to you, man, and you and Nina and the entire family, man. But look, we wanted to bring you on here today, Paul,
Thank you.
because you guys are really, blazing the trail here. You all have been enrolled in Tava since December of last year. But I was listening to you
Absolutely.
the other day, man, and I want you to just really talk about, Paul, how Tava has really changed you guys' life. Just from we'll start with the products first because I know you're a big product guy. You like to work out. You work out harder than me, man. And by
Absolutely.
the way, man, look, Paul, when you get Lachelle Pierre, man, I tell you, she said I did 6 push-ups. I'm gonna show her. We're gonna go on a live, Paul, and we're gonna show Lachelle that I can do 100 push-ups nonstop. Okay, so Lachelle, you want to put your
Oh,
bets down
yeah.
because she said
That's
I did
easy.
60.
That's easy. That's easy for
Yeah, that's
you.
easy. That's easy. Okay, that's easy. So we're gonna show her, man. We're gonna show her. But man, I really want you to
I'm
talk
on it. I'm on it. Get
Yeah, I really want you to talk about, man, what the products have really done, for you, because you're all about fitness anyway, and it was,
absolutely.
before Tava, but really talk about what the products have really done, for you on your health journey and that you continue to be on a day in basis.
When I tell you I use all four products every day, daily, and I have a regimen that I use the products in because, of course, right now the products is what the products are doing for me now. They're helping me maintain the weight that I'm at, which that's where I want to be at. I'm around 200, 205 mark, and it's helping me maintain my weight. So generally, what I do before I work out, I take 2 shots of Valet 30, and I put 2 flares inside a cup. I don't like taking pills, so what I do is I break the flare up because they're that easy. You break the flare up, use our frother, and I take that before I work out. And then after I work, and it gives me a phenomenal workout. Actually, this morning I got up about 7 o'clock, worked out, and I was only set to do 30 minutes, but I popped 2 flare and I added on an extra 15 minutes to my workout. And I still had enough energy to go for maybe another 15, 20 minutes. So then what I do after, what I do is I take the CBD coffee, which come to find out from Dr. Branwell, it's a muscle relaxer. And it helps it brings down, you know how you got the after you work out, you got that burst of energy, which you're supposed to have, but it helps it even out. Yeah, so you could still have your energy from the flare, and then you still be cool for the rest of the day. And then what I do now, I take the detox tea on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays to detox my body from everything I ate throughout the week. So I got a system going on how I use the products, but all of them, the Valet 30, the Bacia Caprice detox. I mean the detox coffee and the Valet 30 is used every day, and the tea is used. Well, actually, I do a Tava, which is the coffee and the tea mixed together on the weekends.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And it's working, man, because you're always hyper, man. Always. I feel that's your routine, man. But listen, you also, I heard you talking about, getting the product out there in Philly. You have been, getting the product out to people on your job and just people outside of the job. I want you to talk about that too, and how that's been treating people as well, Paul.
Listen, what I've learned in direct sales, actually I learned from my wife, is that sometimes you know who you supposed to sample to and who you supposed to retail to. So I'm getting better at identifying, and I give out products to certain people at work, and then I got other people that's like, Paul, I need the product. They call me, they text me. I'm meeting up while I'm at work. I'm driving down, stopping at stations to make sure that they have their product. Like that. That is my first priority, is getting this product out to people, because the one thing I do realize is that there's been so many lives that have been changed through these products that I just have a desire to help people and help people be in the best physical condition that they can be, whether they're 80, from 80 to 6, our daughter, who's about to be 7. You can always use the products to either, like I said, maintain weight, lose weight. They're phenomenal. So I just make sure I get them all out by any means necessary.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, man. I love it. I love it. So let's transition to the income, man. You guys right now. I heard you speaking the other day, man, and you're just kind of, imparting some wisdom. And it's not about the money, but you talked about, how it's been able to just create a not a lifestyle, but just I don't know the words I'm looking for, but it's just been a blessing. I'll use that word for you and your family and many people around you, because you once you get blessed, you have to bless other people. But talk about what it's done for you and other people that are on your team.
So what it's done for me personally is that it helped me expand my belief and help me to show myself that there is more outside of the 40 hours a week, because I was brought up, and it's not a knock against my mom, but I was raised to do 40 hours and work 30 years and then retire off of the pension that they allow you to have. And once I realized that you can that pension is, they're telling you how much you're worth after 30 years. And I've shifted my mentality that I can't even think like that anymore. Like I used to be a 90-hour a week, 100-hour a week guy because that's just what I did. And now because of Tava, I have now cut my hours down to 40 hours every week. I don't do any overtime. Matter of fact, I don't want to be there. It's not a knock against my job, but my mentality has shifted to now I'm looking at uh, uh, saving income and looking for ways to step out of the job so I can have more time freedom with my family, uh, with you guys, because a lot of times what happens is I'm not able to come to certain events because I'm back home because I have to work because I couldn't get off of work. And now I'm like, all right, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people telling me when I can have off, when I can take a vacation and all that. So because of Tava, my mindset has expanded. And actually, the other day, I FaceTimed Mr. Harris while I was in the jewelry store. And I wanted to show him what I was able to do for my wife because of Tava and because of Mr. Harris's seeking us out and nonstop. And now he wasn't harassing us and he wasn't keep calling. He was like he knew the time. And because my wife said yes, I was able to always wanted to get my wife a Rolex. Always. And I felt as though she deserved it. So I FaceTime Mr. Harris and I showed him, I said, Mr. Harris, look what I was able to do for my wife. And she always wanted a Rolex. I wanted to get it to her, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. I knew the overtime at the job wasn't going to do it. It wasn't going to cut it. And for me, when I went inside this store and the guy asked me, he said, so I walked in, I told her I want to get my wife her first Rolex, and he showed me, and I told her I would do this to the face, did that to the face, and he gave me a price. And it was the price that I was looking for, but I work something now. He said, so how you going, huh?
You worked him because that's what y'all do from Philly. Y'all try to work us.
Absolutely. So when he said to me, he said, so how are we going to do this? Are we going to finance or are we going to do a credit card? And when I was able to come out my pocket and say I'm paying for cash, that was the moment I was like, man, this is real. This is real. For anybody out here who doesn't believe, because I thought in my life, I thought that these things were pyramid schemes. But I'm telling you, this is not. This is real life money, but you have to put the work in. You have to open your mind. You have to expand your mind. You have to go back. The people are going to say no. Your family and your friends are going to say, oh, you're doing that thing, but keep going. Because I'm telling you, when you're able to do something for somebody that you love, that you didn't know how you were going to do it, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. Also, Paul, it's not only you guys doing well financially, but you continue to expand. You guys have been using Tava's financial advisor. I want to stay there for a moment. I want you to talk to that and talk about the importance. It doesn't have to be a lot of money to take time to invest. It can be a little money. It can be $100. It can be $500. It can just be a couple $100. But you all have been taking the time to put money and invest. And I want you to talk about the importance of that. But also, before I even turn it over to you, I got to say it one more time. You don't have to make a bunch of money to invest. The time now is to get started. We said when we started this company, when Kenny and Shante started this company, that we were going to be a different company. We were going to show people how to invest, because oftentimes you see people join network marketing companies. They go out, they get their cars, the houses, the vacations, the trip. No, you have to put money up. You have to put money to the side, because you just have to. You got to be a good steward of your money. And you guys have been stewards of your money. And I know that because, you guys got recognized in Atlanta, and you guys are, Mr. Lloyd is on here. He said, build for security. And you guys are definitely building for security right now. So I want you to talk about that and why it's important. As men, let's talk about men. We got to, get my men on here. You all need to hear this, Paul. Talk to the men here and the ladies too.
Absolutely. So so we're all, once we make this quick money, is so, and I'm just throwing a number out there. So if you get $2,500, your first thought is not even to pay your credit cards off, it's to go get a bag or get something, which I'm not knocking. But then after that, what you're doing is you're behind the eight ball because you didn't take care of your business. So now what we've learned from the financial advisor is that you have to open up a business account, right? And then you take the money that you're getting paid, you put it in there, and then you pay yourself a salary out of, because you always have to invest back into your business. See, we didn't understand that. Me and my wife and I didn't understand that before, because for the lack of knowledge, people perish. So because we weren't educated on that, we just, we were wise with the money, but we didn't know how to use the money to our advantage. So now what you do is, like I said, you open up a business account, you pay yourself a percentage, a salary. You could pay yourself whatever it is you want to pay yourself, but you have to understand that everything at this point is a write-off. Like when you go pay for your ink, your printer ink for your home-based business, it's a write-off. You could use your business expense for that. You can use the internet that's in your house that's for that. You could actually switch your card over to your business account, so that could come out your business account. But then you have to understand that you're still paying yourself a salary. So if you're making, let's just say hypothetically, $2,500 a week, and you pay yourself $1,000, that's still $6,000 that's going inside of your business account every month for your business expenses. And like I said, this is only stuff that, and you're still paying yourself a salary, which will go to your. First of all, I need to say this: you have to tithe. Anybody that's a believer, you have to tithe. I have two incomes, and we tithe from both of the incomes that are in our household, because we're being good stewards of our money, and we know that if it wasn't for God first, that we would be in a position that we're in. So that's just what I believe. I'm not a person that upon anybody else. That's just what I believe. That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we do that. I make sure we do that first, and then I pay our salaries, and then everything else is business expense. We use the business account to flush back into the business, because if you don't invest in your business, you're not gonna make any more. You're not gonna make any money. So you have to invest in
That's right.
yourself. And like I said, we're using our business. Our financial advisor, he's actually looking for investments and stuff like that, so we can have generational wealth, because we're going to be a lot more wiser this time.
Yeah. You know what though, man? Also taxes, man. I'll say it. I remember when, we were building a business and the first couple companies, I'm not going to say the first one, and Mr. Lloyd said the other day, we weren't paying taxes. And when they show up, man, they show up. So, it's important to put, money to the side to make sure that you pay your taxes. You got to put, that percentage to the side as well, Paul. And I know you guys have been doing that too. So I'm not putting you on the spot, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I really want to talk to my men, because men, I'm talking to my married men or unmarried. Let's talk to the unmarried men too here for a second. I just,
absolutely,
man, right? You got to, Mr. Lloyd said, you got to put yourself in position. You got to put yourself in position to catch that woman. So, we got to have our stuff in order, and vice versa, ladies, so, you got to make sure that we put all things in order. So, Paul, I want you to speak on that, the importance of, making sure that taxes are paid, and just making sure that business is being handled, man. And ladies too. Okay.
Man, listen, the one thing you don't want to do, you want Uncle Sam coming at your door saying that you owe him money, because that's you may be able to duck the creditors, but you can't duck Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam gonna know where you live at. He gonna know your cell phone number, he gonna know all of that. So it's very important you can either set a percentage aside a week, depending on how much if you're doing your salary bi-weekly or weekly, or you could set it aside at the end of the year. That's all up to you, but just make sure you pay Uncle Sam. And for my men that are not married, you have to make sure, if you want to catch the woman of your dreams, the one thing she's going to require is that you have to have your money right, because you can't be down here not managing your money, throwing it on everything, and she's up here and she's investing and she's doing all that, she's gonna look at you like, how I'm going to trust him to manage our money. So you have to make sure that, and it's simple tips. You got to get the basics. You don't have to dive into investments and all that and Roth IRAs and stuff of that sort at the beginning. But just make sure you have your basics straight, that you have a budget. And this is stuff that I didn't understand. I had to learn. Actually, the crazy part is I learned it after I married my wife, because I married up. I didn't marry down. I married up. So, and she was already established. Yeah, she was already established, and I had to catch up to where she was at. And once I caught up to where she was at, we evened each other out. But you have to understand that you have to you have to be humble, and you have to understand she may, if you're down here financially and she's up here, she may see the potential in you, but she may talk at you because you're not there. So you have to understand that she's not telling you that to talk down to you. She's telling you that to inspire you to become better. Because at the end of the day, if she's out getting the money, she wants to at least know that the man is at home managing the money. Period.
That's
and we
right.
have to be responsible. So that's for my unmarried men. And for my married men, come on, y'all. Like we gotta sometimes what you have to understand is that your wife may be the go-getter, which in my household, my wife is go-getter. And I'm not ashamed to say that my wife, because of Tava, makes more than I do on my job. But what she did was she made sure that she made sure that we're all cool, right? So, but I had to take the responsibility to say, babe, you know what? I'm gonna make sure the money is cool. I'm gonna make sure that we're straight. So the stuff that she doesn't have the mental, she has the mental capacity. I'm not gonna say she doesn't, but she has the capacity to manage the money. But if I do it, that's one less thing she got to worry about. Because the one thing you can't sit up with your feet up and have the money coming in, and then you go out and you spend it, and she got to manage it. That's not being a good steward, because at the end of the day, when God looks at the household, he's gonna look at the man first. He's not gonna look at the woman. So you have to understand that you're responsible for everything that happens inside your household, whether it be emotionally, financially, everything. You're responsible for that. God is going to ask you, because he blessed you with the wife and you with the family. So he's going to ask you, hey, Paul, hey, Kevin, well, why didn't this happen? Or
That's
why
right.
didn't that happen? Or so
You know what that's
you're
called, Paul, man?
responsible.
That's called the covering, man, where you cover your household, man. And I'm a firm believer of that, man. You got to cover.
Absolutely.
That's really what it's about. You got to cover what's important, is those principles that Mr. Lloyd talks about. It's a covering, man. So, man, we can go all day, man. You know, we might have to have a whole show entitled for our men, and ladies too. You all can get on, but
I'm with
sometimes
it.
to speak
I'm
that.
with
So,
it.
but I want you to know, man. Look, I want you to know we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, being a part of this art, man, and bringing your gifts and talents here, because you did drop some nuggets, and I'm going to encourage you all to share, this today. Share this to your pages if you didn't, because this is how we should talk to one another, and not be afraid. Oftentimes we're afraid to, tell our truth. Yeah, I had some unpaid taxes. I did. Man, they were after me for 2 years. I had to get it in order, and but that's not going to happen again. And it hadn't happened in some years, but we've all been there. And, Paul is really speaking truth, man. I want you to know, man, I appreciate your truth, man. So, but listen, man, we're going to wrap up, man. And we're going to see you here, you and Nina here at the resort here. Come on down here, man, and come out of that mansion, man. Get out of that governor's mansion and come on down here with us, man.
All right, so they just made us lunch, so I'm gonna eat lunch first, and then we're gonna be down, okay?
Look, I want you to, if you can spin around and show everybody that beautiful view, man, then we'll close out, man.
Man, listen, I gotta walk this way. I don't know how to flip it around. Hey, you see our daughter Paige? She's actually in the pool. She's been in the pool since 10 o'clock this morning. But this is the view that we got, y'all. The view that we got, y'all. This is beautiful.
Yes, it is,
Mr.
man.
Kevin said hi.
Hey, Miss Paige.
This is all because of this is hard work. And this is hard work, and this is you just believing in yourself. You got to believe in yourself first before you can go out and do anything. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do this.
That's right. Well, listen, man, we're going to see you in about an hour or so, man. Go ahead and, not an hour. So go ahead and knock out that lunch, man. Appreciate you, man. And we'll talk to you here in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, man. All right. Thank you so much. So, hey, give it up for Paul Moore out of Philly. But listen, also on Saturday, you do not want to miss the training. Every time this young lady comes up, to talk about the products, you have to know your products. Just like you know the money, you have to know the product. Does that mean you get all scientific about the product? No, but you absolutely need to know what our products do, in about 5 seconds, because if someone asks you what the products do, you need to be able to talk about what the Bacia tea does, what the Flare does. Just give them a little one-liner. This is where I catch it all from. I catch it from Dr. Nicole Bremwell. If you have people that are looking at Tava, invite them to this on Saturday. Don't just put yourself on here. Bring your product junkies on here, people that have been asking questions about the product. I want to encourage you. It's not the number of views, but yes, she packs it out every time we bring her up because people want to hear about these amazing products. So thank you, Dr. Nicole Bremwell, for lending your gifts and talents as well. See, we can say that about each and every one of you all. People bring their gifts and talents here, and we want to use your gifts and talents. That's how you build a company to $1 billion. Everybody on here, everybody that's a part of Tava has gifts and talents, and we want you all to help here at Tava with those talents. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Kenny and Shante Lloyd, for making this possible for each and everybody that's on here. Thank you, Tava Nation. We love you guys, but I want to encourage you guys, get to the next event. Get to the next event, which is going to be Dallas, Texas. Get there. We're practicing social distancing. I promise you we are. Get there and get your families there. It's important to you all that we have you there, and it's important to us too. So thank you guys. Thank you, Tava Nation. Thank you, Rock, for running it. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Let's go, Jamaica, man.
Night to the AM. New multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.